Alright guys, welcome to this weekly analysis. It's pretty early on here in Slovenia, so I've just eaten my morning avocado and have a cup of tea. But before we start guys, I would like to start a weekly analysis with one of the aspects which is really important, okay? So if you're first time here at Foreign Swing Traders watching this video, you are very welcome, alright? Here at Foreign Swing Traders, we basically do a technical analysis on a weekly and daily time frame, and also we go to a 4-hourly time frame sometimes, okay? So we are price action swing traders, okay? So one of the things which really made me a successful trader is basically combining not just the technical trading but also the sort of a spiritual development, or you can call it personal growth or self-development, okay? And I would really emphasize, because why I'm talking about that, because I see a lot of traders focusing too much on a technical, okay? I see too much traders focusing on achieving their trading goals, okay? And I have to warn you guys that the right intention, so the reason why you're trading actually, okay, has a lot to do with your success, okay? And I see very rarely, I don't know any person, any trader, okay, in person who has made it and is successful actually trading live account, his own account, with intention to have luxuries, okay? And I know some of you might come to trading based on a fear, or based on a based on a desire to have more luxuries, to be more prosperous and wealthy. And let me ground you a little bit, okay? So you might not like that, but when I started recognizing why I'm actually trading, so when I've defined that I'm trading to improve my life, to improve others people's life, to improve my family's life, to get resources to make something different in a world, okay, to help more people for less, okay, time, less effort, by using money, because money is a great tool if it is used in a proper way. So when you define why you're trading, and we talk about that in a wealthy trader program very deeply, okay, the course is, the access to the course is down in the description. But when you really define why you're trading, and you leave that, okay, not just saying, okay, I just want to help my family and that's it, and you think about it, you have to leave that. You have to set a strong foundation if you want to be successful trader, guys, okay? It's not just a technical, it's just not it's not just about price action, okay? So my core is self-development, is spiritual growth, it's regular meditation, it's regular self-reflection, okay? It's observing myself, okay, how I'm reacting in this trade, how I'm reacting in this life situation, okay? So how can I improve, okay? So this is what I would say, like 80-90% of the trading success. That the rest is the technicals, but you also need the technical strategy, the proper and the profitable trading strategy, okay? And in the 3 combo strategy, I really give you like step by step 86 videos how to trade, how to actually be a profitable swing trader by using a simple techniques, okay? It's basically one setup strategy, okay? But in a wealthy trader program, I guide you through these foundations, okay? How to manage your family life, how to communicate with your family so that you're supported in your trading, how to eat, how to sit, okay? what kind of a postures improve your trading, okay? How to set your trading goals properly. Okay, so more like a foundations, like more of a spiritual development or personal development of a trader. And in the second part of the Wealthy Trader program, there's also a strategy, exact strategy, which is a highly profitable. Okay, so you have both in them. But I would warn you that, guys, actually everybody who have joined Wealthy Trader program has firstly gone through a 3-combo strategy, because the 3-combo strategy is really the foundation. It's really the core of the price action. Okay, and then you move to a Wealthy Trader program, like it's more an advanced. Okay, but here on in the weekly analysis videos, I try to combine both. I try to give you a inside point of a perspective of a how to really become a profitable trader. Okay, because guys, if you go online, if you check trading mentors, and if you check the their verified past performance, okay, not screenshots, guys, please don't believe screenshots. If they have any kind of a proof on the MyFXBook platform or any kind of a third-party software where you can actually link your account to that platform, this is a verified past success or present success, I mean performance. Okay, and you need to look at that. Okay, and what's that? Okay, look, if you would go remember when you were in your driving school, okay, for the first time, imagine that you would be taught and lectured by the instructor who is not actually driving a car. Okay, so he would say, okay, you have to do that, you have to do that, you have to make these decisions, or try to do that, or like mentoring you. But in fact, he would never drive his own car. This is insane, guys. So, and this is the reason why I'm self-taught trader, because when I started trading in 2012-13, I couldn't find a trading mentor with any kind of a verified track record. Okay, I've got a bunch of screenshots, a bunch of proofs and promises, but there was no results by these kind of a traders who claim that they're mentors. And full respect to them, they're very good mentors. But in order to teach somebody, you have to firstly leave the teaching. Okay, and also it's not karmically very good if you do something, if you teach others something and you're not doing it on your own. That shows type of a maturity. And unless I'll tell you a quick story before we go into the the actual analysis. And if you are not interested, guys, you can skip right into analysis. But very early on, like in the first few months of my trading, when I was still losing money consistently and blowing few accounts, I realized that I want to teach that. For some strange reason, I knew and I felt that I want to teach how to trade. I felt like this is the right thing. And very early on here in Slovenia, few local beginner traders, we found out each other for some strange reason. I really don't know how, but it was it's our destiny, or how to say it. But very early on, we were mentoring each other. Okay, we were having like 8, 10, 12 hours Skype conversations like during the week. Okay, it was really very profound period in the beginning, but it was not any kind of a paid. We were just talking, okay, but I was feeling that there was some sort of a mentoring already between us. Okay, but afterwards, after 2-3 years, when I was already profitable, and I had a desire to teach others, I still didn't want to put any kind of a course out or any kind of a stuff. Why? Okay, The reason is because I didn't have enough verified past trading performance. So I wanted at least to have like 1.5 to 2 years of actual verified trading results. And if you go check my channel, I've started in, I don't know, please don't, it was 2016, I believe. Okay. I was profitable back then already, but I wanted more verified success. And the reason for that is because I wouldn't feel okay if I would put any kind of courses or materials, paid materials, to the public without practicing enough. Okay, so this is when, I mean, this is when it comes to integrity. This is when it comes to my core value, which is to be honest and transparent. Okay. And living the teachings is one of the most important aspects, not just in life in general, but also in the spiritual teachings. Okay, if you're going to teach somebody how to meditate, you have to meditate on your own and you have to master it. Okay, so for that reason, guys, I encourage you to even if you're not, guys, look, even if you're not joining to Wealthy Trader Program and 3-Combo Strategy or Fortune, however, please at least find a verified trading mentor. Find a mentor which you resonate with. Find a mentor which has something to prove to you. Okay, and you have the right to ask for the verified past performance. Okay, you have the right. It's your right. It's your right. Okay, so why I started explaining that is just that you don't get stuck too much into a technicals or into a price action. Okay. It's very important part, which I can help you with, but it's not the only one. The other part is self-development, is self-growth, is spiritual growth, is knowing why you trade, what's your trading goal, okay, how you're going to develop as a trader. So it's a more strategic way of developing yourself. But in a nutshell, it comes to being highly self-aware. Okay, so also with that part, I can help you with the Wealthy Trader Program. I can help you grow as a trader, and also with my mentoring and forum private access where you get my mentoring and support. Okay, so this was a pretty long introduction, and guys, let's just get started. We'll focus mostly on a weekly and a daily time frame, and let's just get started. So let's start with a euro dollar. We've got a pretty like I would not say doji, but a very how to say that, very symmetrical candle pattern on both sides, and that tells me that there's quite some similarity in the bearish and bullish movement. Okay, but on a daily time frame, it looks a little bit different. So as we were talking about in the previous weekly analysis, some of you were shorting these candle patterns, and it's a very good thing. And you can see, look at that impulse. I mean, the impulse like in the retracement. Look at it, how price rejected the 36 here, also some here respect. And what's 3-Combo traders, if you're watching this video, try to enter with a daily trend rider on this area. Look at that, the 36 was very respected right here. Look at that trend line. Here's the 36 and some structure. So this is a powerful area to look for shorting. Okay, so if you're curious how we actually enter in these areas, it's a very profound way, guys. You can join us. Okay, you're very welcome, okay, to join 3-Combo Strategy. Okay, but to looking for shorts in this area, wait for price to retrace enough. Okay, make sure that there's some spike and then go to short. The reason for that is I really like this ratio between impulse like and the retracement. So it's a very good opportunity to get into a short. Here's also some structure, so it's a very good area. Okay, even though the trend is very overexhausted. Okay, let's move on a USD yen. Okay, on a USD yen, we've got the rejection of this support. Look at that, guys. Look at this support. Here's a rejection, and we were talking about this the previous weekly analysis. And there was a double bottom, which we were talking about. There was a candle, and price moved up. Okay, so this is a great opportunity to get long. Probably there's a thoroughly setup for the 3 combo trade. Just look at that candle breaking this resistance very strongly. Okay, I like that. And for the 3 combo traders, also we were talking, if you go check previous weekly analysis, or if you have been watching it, if you have watched it, you can see here's a strong structure. Look at that. And we've broken that. We're also talking about 200, and now we're waiting for a retracement, and then looking for waiting for price to for price to get long. So this is a powerful area once again. It's a very strong sweet spot. Okay, if you're curious what is a sweet spot, guys, we really covered it into the course. Okay, I try to provide as much value as possible in the free content, but there has to be a distinction. Okay, if you're serious, if you're a committed trader, they're the courses. These are the structures. Why do you join a course? Many people ask me that. You actually join to a course, okay? Firstly, because you're serious about trading, but secondly, because you want to save your time. You want a structured and a proper way how to trade, okay? And if a trader and a mentor is trading for 6, 7, 8 years, okay, and he has put all his knowledge into a 10, 12 hours course, there has to be an exchange. It's a valuable content, okay? It saves you years of time, okay? So this is why I'm explaining, okay, this we cover into a course, because I cannot give everything for free, because often, very often from experience, what's free people do not value, okay? People do not value, okay? And in fact, when you purchase a course, you're not actually paying to me. You're paying to yourself. You're paying and investing into yourself, into your time. You're saving your time. You're getting a proper education. So you're actually paying yourself, okay? So that's it for USDN. A very good opportunity. All on a Euro Dollar and USDN, very potential setups. 3 combo traders on a USDN is on a 4-hourly time frame, and Euro Dollar is on a daily time frame. Very good opportunities. Let's move on, guys, on a Euro Yen. Okay, on a weekly time frame, let's just delete these lines, guys. Okay, on a weekly time frame, we've got a very nice bullish candle after quite some period of time. Okay, so if we take a look at this price action, this is the first candle who created a higher high. It's not a higher close. This close is not higher than this one, but it's a higher high, guys. Okay, look at these candles. No higher high. I mean, yes, here it's a higher high, but it's a bearish candle. Okay, so we love to see both. Okay, a higher high and a bullish candle. Okay, so this tells me that there might be some opportunities to the upside. And on a daily time frame, look at that, price retested the 36. Okay, the 36, guys, is a very powerful EMA. Okay, and in the 3 combo course, we really talk about how to maximize it. Okay, how to use it to maximize our profits. It's a really powerful EMA, which it's advisable if you're into EMAs that you know how to trade with. Okay. So for that reason, I mean, I'm not interested into selling that. And the reason for that is, look at that, the trend is very exhausted. I mean, price may still fall down, okay, because there's, still support room to the support. There's like 100 pips, okay. But what I'm seeing here is the weekly price action movement, and swing highs and swing lows are getting into a place. So what I'm observing and looking for is price to reach the 36 on a weekly, because it was, look at that, here's a very strong area, and right here. So when I don't feel confident, or I would not say confident, but that I don't see enough of a traction, okay, on a daily time frame, I simply wait for the weekly. Okay, It simplifies the trading process. So I would not short, and the reason why I would not short this, even if though it looks a powerful area, of course it's not enough powerful area, of course, but look at these candles. Okay, look at these two bullish candles. They're the strongest among all these. So there's some sign of a strong bullish movement in front of us. Might be, okay, might be, okay. So it's actually a mastery of reading the price action, not actual candles but behind it, okay. So in the 3 combo course we really go into multi-layered price action observation and analysis, okay. So that's it, guys, okay. Aussie dollar on a weekly time frame, it's a very strong bullish candle breaking this. Oh, look at this trend line, look at this trend line on a weekly, breaking that. So this is a good opportunity to look for some longs, but we have to be aware because we're in a downtrend. And the 36, look at that respect, okay, look at that respect, guys. So this would be an aggressive buy, okay, an aggressive buy. Maybe on a, yeah, even on the lower time frames there were no retracements, so it's a very strong explosive movement. I'm personally not into this kind of explosive movements. I like to swing highs and swing lows, be predictable and reasonably logical, okay. If price is just pushing like here in one direction, it's hard to trade. It's hard to catch this kind of a trends, okay. If you're in Aussie dollar since up here for some reason, try to be, observe the price action, okay. Try to trail stop loss up here if you're trading from the weekly time frame, or try to hedge it. Think about hedging, okay. So please don't take my words like you have to do that. Maybe sometimes I explain it that way, but use it just as an advice, okay. Pound dollar on a weekly time frame, we've got a very strong bullish candle pattern, okay. Price retesting these lows, cleared a lot of retail traders who thought that it's going to be a breakout to the downside, clear them out, and there's a potential for bullishness. And you have to be aware, guys, we're also here on the support. Look at that, it's a pretty strong low, right? And let's take a look on a daily. So here's the initial start of the trend, okay. So then we have lower low, lower high, okay, let's ignore that, but okay, lower high, lower low, lower high, and now we've got a double bottom, and that means a retest. So there was no lower low, okay. Yes, there was a lower low technically, but in fact this is the retest, and now we're getting a higher low, okay. And we're on a weekly time frame. On a weekly time frame we've also got that, and we are on a strong support. So 3 combo traders, try to, if this will be possible, try to observe and monitor that on a 4-hourly time frame and enter with our setup, okay, if appropriate, okay. But definitely there's an opportunity for price to on a weekly to go higher. So if you're even lower time frame trader, guys, this could be a very valuable analysis for you, because if I tell you, or we predict, and there's a high probability of price going higher on a weekly time frame in the upcoming weeks, you know how to trade it on a 1-hourly or lower time frame, okay. So very valuable. Use the Swiss on a weekly time frame. It's very noisy, look at that, very noisy for 2 months, okay. And on a daily time frame, the price rejected the 200 once again, and this was an opportunity for a range traders on a daily time frame. But nothing else, guys. I would not. It's very choppy. USD Swiss is very choppy recently. Aussie New Zealand, a small candle right here on this swing high. Let's take a look on the higher time frames. Okay, we've got some exhaustion, and look at that wicks on this resistance. Look at that resistance. So for 3 combo traders, this might be an opportunity on a lower time frame. Let's take a look. There's the trend line. Okay, let's take a look on a 1 hourly time frame. It's a complex trend. Okay, so there's a multiple, like this is the trend, but this is the bigger, like these are the dips. Okay, in that case, on a 1 hourly time frame, 3 combo traders who are watching this, I would consider that as a trend. Okay, and then the change of the trend, look at that, this trend line, and then this is the break. So this is a very good potential area to go short. Okay, a strong area of here, of the structure of the 36-200, a nice impulse lag. So a very good, okay, very good on a 1 hour time frame. Okay, especially because we're supported by the weekly. Okay, still be aware, this candle is strong. Okay, on a weekly, this candle is strong, so price might drift higher. Okay, be aware. Okay, this is why 1 hourly time frame trading is a little bit more, I would not say dangerous, but you have to be aware how much you risk. Okay, so if you're curious, guys, how we enter here with the 3 combo entry, you're very welcome to join us. Okay, and you know, guys, I mean, I mentioned that a lot during the video that you can join us, but it's really what we were talking previously. Okay, some things can be free, some things cannot be free. Okay, it's black and white. Okay, and I'm strict with that, because many times when I see people getting stuff for free, they really, I mean, they're just disappearing, they do not value. So the prices are affordable for the courses. It's really like I've reduced it from the 600 euros to 200, 100 euro price courses, for the sake of helping retail traders to really stop watching for just the next stuff, the next strategy, the next setup. Okay, and to get a verified strategy which will give them confidence. Okay, it's not a get rich quick. Okay, so if you're looking for a get rich quick stuff, you'll not find here at Forest Green Traders. But what I can offer you is a profitable trading strategy which will give you stability, okay, and inner confidence and clarity. Okay, it's up to you what you want. Okay, what kind of a trader you want to be. Okay, definitely here at Forest Green Traders, we're looking for a mature traders, not like okay, but I mean, all the traders deserve 100% respect. Okay, it is just a decision who I want to work with. Okay, if you come to me and say I want to make like 10-15% per month, then I'll say, look, this is not like reasonable, this is not logical, this is not realistic. Okay, I'm not the best. I mean, we would not match. That's it. Okay, if you come to me and say, look, Marian, I have a family, I have a business or job, I have obligations, my time is valuable. Okay, and but I still want to trade. Can you help me? I want to just make like 1-3% per month. Okay, I want to stable growth, safe growth in my trading account and my personal life as well. Okay, can you help me? Yes, of course. Here's the strategy. Here's the 3 combo strategy. And if you want to even deepen, here's the Wealthy Trader program. Okay, so that's it. Okay, let's move on, guys. I don't want to be too long. Okay, Diane, weekly time frame. We've got a bullish candle right here. Okay, so here was a nice entry, very nice entry. Okay, if anybody entered here, let me know, guys. But it was a huge risk reward trade on a weekly time frame. A wonderful trade. Rarely we get such a setups on a weekly time frame. But anyway, let's focus what can we do right now. Okay, so what I'm seeing here right now is basically a price is going to retest the 36, but look at that candle. It's a pretty strong candle. Okay, I'm afraid that price will not stop right into it. Okay, so here's a strong resistance, and here's the 36. So we have to observe. We simply have to observe. What I don't like is that this impulse like is not breaking the previous low very, very firmly, very strongly. Okay, so that tells me that there's not so much bearish trend, even though there's a strong bearish price action. It's not, price did not push too strong for certain amount of time to confirm the bearishness. Okay, so these are little nuances and details which make a trader really profitable, which we are talking here about. Okay, so I'm simply waiting for price to retest this area and then wait for whether we'll get set up on a weekly or even on a lower time frames with the 3 combo entry. Okay, so that's it. Okay, that's it. Let's take a look at daily. Yes, we're simply waiting for price to reach that area. Look at that, 200 respect. And if you have watched the moving average magic trick video, look at that, the 36 respect was here. Okay, and on a daily time frame, this is the area, and here's the 200, because it's multiplied the 5.5 times. Okay, if you're not familiar with that, try to find the moving average magic trick. It's a blue video, blue thumbnail on the YouTube. It's a very good, because you can enter on a daily time frame. You can enter with much preciser and smaller stop loss than on a weekly time frame out of 36. Okay, so it's a very good method. Okay, so guys, I've really spent a lot of time mastering the moving averages. Okay, combining the price action, pure naked price action, with moving averages, this is what gave me the most, and it's giving me the most profitable results so far. Okay, for the years. Okay, New Zealand cat, we've got a inside candle inside of this one. That means there's some sort of a squeeze probably in the lower time frame. So though there's some quite a lot of bullishness going on. Oh, interestingly, the trend has changed on a 4-hourly time frame. I like to see that. Here's a trend line which is broken, and we've got a higher high and a higher low. So 3 combo traders, look at the trend line. Here's a nice opportunity to get into this long. Okay, it's a very good risk reward ratio trade, and we're also pretty low. So it's worth taking a risk, like a tiny risk. Okay, what I encourage new traders is that when you start trading with a new strategy, start trading on a demo first, or small live trading account. Okay, small live trading account, and risk like 0.2%, 0.3% per trade. Okay, like you have to play, like if you lose like 10 trades in a row, that you lose like 3, 4, 5% of your account only, so you don't get hurt. This is actually the secret to how to become profitable. Because for example, if you start and if you risk 1% per one trade, okay, and if you lose like 10, 15 trades in a row, like you mess it up, you like lose 10, 15, 20% of account, and then you get a little bit depressed, etc., and you do emotional trades. So the secret at the beginning to transition from losing to a profitable trader is inability to have your risk per trade very low and leaving the time and experience to make you profitable. So you do not force being profitable. You basically turn and make so much trades with so low risk that you gain so much experience and you get profitable. This is the secret to becoming profitable in a period of like 6 months or 3 months, 6 months. Okay, some people take a year. Okay, but this is the key, guys. Okay, and in order for me to tell you that, I had to go through that. I had to observe that many times, not just on myself but on others, so that I can tell you that. And now you know that, and now implement that, apply that, guys. Don't just move to the next video. Okay, try to if you okay, it's okay. Pan New Zealand. Okay, a bearish candle right here on 200. Nothing. The context is not. I don't like the context. There's no structures, no trend, just messy. Okay, let's move on. New Zealand Swiss. A very strong bullish candle on a weekly. Also on a daily, breaking through that trend line. Alright. And what I'm looking for on a 4-hourly time frame is simply the retracement and the impulse lag. So I would like to see the price action to get making a nice swing highs and swing lows. Right now, through combo traders, there is no possibility to enter because we don't have any relevant structure recently. So we simply observe that, okay? New Zealand yen, yeah, pretty much the same. They're very correlated. Nothing much. It's just too explosive. It's hard to predict. Look at that. Firstly that, and then boom. If you're a scalper, if you have scalped that to a long, it's a very good thing. But since we trade weekly, daily, and 4-hourly time frame, for the sake of time, because we value our time, okay, then it's hard to enter. Why we trade higher time frames? Okay. The first thing, they're more reliable. Why? Because big players and banks are making decisions out of the weekly and daily time frame mostly. Okay? They are day trading. They are scalping, yes. But the big positions, which are held for a longer period of time, are made on on the big time frames. The second thing is there's no slippages on a weekly, daily time frame. There's no like spreads doesn't matter, slippage doesn't matter, news doesn't matter, all that nonsense doesn't matter. Okay, this is the second thing. The third thing is that it's very much easier to stay balanced, to stay in touch, to have control of your drawdown, have control of your risk, have control of your risk management. It's much easier, much easier. The fifth thing, your decision-making process is faster, and it's not so complex because you have time. You don't have to make decisions like in a minute. Okay, you have time. This is why I encourage traders do analysis and their trading decisions during the weekend because the markets are closed. They're not watching the live chart. This is one of the reasons many traders fail. Even they're trading higher time frames because they see prices just moving up and down, even they are looking at daily and weekly, they get like entangled. They get, okay? So do weekly analysis at the weekend, okay? Great tip. And the last thing, why there's much more benefits of trading weekly and daily time frame and 4-hour time frame, but the last thing is that we value our time, guys. We really value our time, okay? We have all families, we have all obligations, okay? We all have kids. Like most of us don't have kids. Maybe they're already grown up, of course, okay? Mine are not yet. But we have to, we value our time. We want to spend as little time as possible in front of the charts and make the most profit out of it, okay? And if you have scalped ever like on a 50-minute chart or 1 hour even, you would see that you check charts like for 3, 4, 5, 7, 10 times, even maybe for the whole time you're scanning on your phone, what's happening, and it's taking your life away, okay? And at the end of the month you see, what have I done? Oh, nothing much, okay? And here's the thing, you might laugh right now. Even if you're not profitable, at least do not spend so much time, okay? Even if you're not profitable, try to be unprofitable on a daily time frame, not on a 5-minute time frame, okay? This might be very funny to hear, but it's a huge relief when you move to a higher time frame. So I would just say that, okay? It's just that, okay? And here for swing traders, with the 3 combo and with the wealthy trader program, the strategy which is inside of the wealthy trader program, it really takes like, when you really master it, after a few months, when you master the strategies inside of the courses, it can take you 10 minutes, guys. Okay, maybe at the beginning it's like 20-30 minutes, but you have the weekly analysis, which shorten your analysis. Okay, and it also depends on your past uh, trading experience, of course. Okay, so but the more you practice, the smaller, the lesser the weekly analysis it gets. For example, I check the charts only a few times a week, sometimes only 2 times a week, sometimes 3 times a week, sometimes even once a week. Okay, very often I just check it at the weekly analysis and that's it. I set in orders and that's it. Okay, and actually in the Wealthy Trader program, I teach you how to basically, not be in front of the chart so much, because the strategy is designed in that way. But I've actually designed these strategies to spend as little time as possible. Okay, because I was a scalper. I was at the beginning when I started. I was scalping, successfully scalping. Okay, with the good results. But I simply didn't want to spend so much time in front of the charts. I couldn't find it was completely, after months of trading, of scalping, I've just realized this is not what I want in my life. This is not the peak of my life. Okay, I'm successful, I'm trading profitably, good, I know how to scalp on a 1 minute time frame, 5 minute time frame, but this is not the peak of my life. I want to achieve more, not in terms of money, but like I want to experience life more profoundly, deeply. I don't want to stare in the screen for 6, 7, 8 hours a day and that's it. Okay, it's empty, guys. It's empty when you do that professionally. It's empty inside. Please understand that. Don't try to be a full-time trader, guys. I know this sounds very like, you're a trading mentor, you say don't go full-time. Yes, I say that because I've experienced that, and it's, maybe for you it will fit, but after years of doing that, you get really exhausted. You get really, really exhausted. It's not fulfilling inside of it. The money is good, yes, it's huge profits, but you have to design the trading in a manner that you can maintain and trade it for years joyfully. This is the goal of a trader. Okay, this is what it means to be a wealthy trader. This is the reason why it's called a Wealthy Trader program, because wealth doesn't mean sitting in front of charts and making decisions like a monkey. Okay, but it's to see, okay, I see the big picture, let's do that, boom. This is what it means to be a Wealthy Trader program. Trader. Okay, let's move on, guys. New Zealand dollar, we're in a pretty strong support and a very strong candle pattern. Look at that, high and high close compared to this one, but it's a lot of bearishness previously, so there's still some you would see it's very unlikely that price just return in one candle and move up. Look at that here, for example. Here's a bullish candle and then boom, boom. It's always, often, very often. Okay, it's very good to see that. For example, here, this is a trade I remember from 2017. Price created a very strong candle and then returned, yes, but it was on a very strong resistance, and 200 was here, and yes, of course, and here as well. Okay, but if you check for the most of the setups, you'll see that there's not just one candle turning point, that it always sometimes drift or sideways, and here sideways. Okay, so especially if you go against the trend, I would not aggressively buy that. If we are with the trend on a good structure, anything like that, then yes, like in this example here, I remember this trade. Okay, but against the trend, this was a range weekly setup. Okay, on a good area. Okay, this was a good, but going against the trend, like buying aggressively, I would not. I do not. I've done that many times, and it's not a good thing on the long run. Okay. Because trend wins. Okay. And also, if you would buy that, there's a 36. Like, look at that, touch rejected. So even if price is going up, I would not feel like this is not the setup for me. Okay. Aussie Swiss. This is different. Look at that. Firstly, there was a slowdown, and then it was a higher high. I mean, the bullish, strong bullish candle, then higher high. This is the different thing. This is the different thing. I would not see anything special here, guys. Here's the trend line, but it's strong breakout to the upside, so I would not short that at all. So, very. I mean, the chart is very clean, but I don't know right how to enter that. So I'm not going to look for anything. This is the strong resistance, so I'm waiting for price to reach that and to short out of this area. That's it. Let's speed it up, guys. Aussie CAD just consolidating on a weekly. That means there's a consolidation on a look at that, some weekly daily time frame, a nice trend line. For 3 combo traders, wait, if you're looking for buy, wait for price to break this trend line first. That's it. Okay. Aussie yen, probably pretty much the same. This support was respected well, and now we're getting bullishness. I mean, we've got a bullishness in this week. So yeah, it's too pushy. It's very pushy. This was a day trade on a lower time frame, so it's hard to enter that, guys. You can go on a weekly long, but I really don't prefer going counter trend trades on a weekly. Reversal trades, yes, but not counter trend trades. Okay. And I might prepare the weekly, how to trade on a weekly time frame, like a mini course. It could be a good thing. Okay, let me know, guys, if you're interested. Okay, let me know down in the comments. Because I mostly trade weekly, and I mean weekly is the best, guys, because you check charts only once per week, and you risk like 2-3% per trade, and that's it. You do like 10, 12, 15, 20 trades per year, and that's it. And that's it. It's the beauty. It's the beauty of trading, okay? Cat Swiss, very noisy. We're not gonna talk about that. It's too noisy. Swiss yen. Many of us have entries from here. Right now there's some bullishness going on, so let's take a look what's happening. Yeah, simply trail the stop loss, guys. I mean, if you feel very in danger, trail it here. But hopefully some of your take profits were already got triggered. Here was some structure. Hopefully, okay. Otherwise, guys, this is a weekly trend, strong, healthy trend. If you feel like, you can leave it. I mean, like as it is. So trust the trend, okay. Euro Aussie. Some bearishness going on, but here's the trend line. I'm waiting for price to break this trend line first. Look at that. I want to see some strong candles trade. That's it. So then I'll be interested into shorting that. EuroCAD. As we were talking, a very nice rejection from this area. A very nice rejection out of here. Just, guys, if you're in, just stay in that trade. Just ride that movement. Okay, we were predicting that for like weeks. When the price was here, we were predicting about this area. Just ride it. Just ride it. Look at this candle. Just ride it to, I don't know where, to down there. I mean, there's the structure. Okay, just ride it. Just hold it. Don't get afraid of it. Okay, even it's going to be a loser, hold it, guys. Hold it. Okay, Euro Swiss. There's a nice transition from sellers to buyers. Look at that. Look at that. Consolidation. Now some higher high and fake breakouts, I mean taking traders out. But what I'm interested to get into long is for waiting for price to break that trend line or 36. However, I just want to see a strong candle going through and then retracement. Okay, this is important. Okay, euro pound, price just retest, I mean bounce out of this area, I mean of this resistance very firmly. Let me know, guys, if some of you entered that on a 4-hourly time frame here. It's a very good, yeah, we were talking about it. But here's a possibility to re-enter, guys, in this area. Look at this structure. Wait for price to retrace. And a very good area to enter, okay? Even though there's a structure in 200 nearby, if price do not touch it yet, and I mean that it retrace before it touching these lows, then you're good to go. You can have a like 120 pip trade. Pound Aussie, just a consolidation on a weekly, just noisy, very noisy. Pound CAD, nothing special, really nothing special. I mean, there's a clear downtrend, but now consolidation. We'll see whether price will break through the up for the trend change or continue to the downside, but nothing specifically. Pound Swiss is turning to the upside on a weekly time frame. Is there any support? We are very low, but I would wait for this support. Look at this support. Look at that ultimate low. Look at this low. So this is the area what I look for. We've got a nice breakout candle here, right here, and this is an opportunity, guys, for 3 combo traders. This is a nice opportunity to go long, a very powerful area. Look at the structure and 200 as a flip, very powerful area. Okay, once again, guys, if you're curious how we enter that areas, just you're open and you're very welcome to join us at the 3 combo. Pound yen, a very strong bullish candle, also a strong breaking candle, but the pound yen is not so nice, and the reason for that is there's no clear structure enough, and 200 was not respected. Okay, so nothing on a pound yen. Okay, so that's it, guys. I know this was a pretty long analysis, but I think it is important that we combine technical trading with a more inner trading, okay, if we can, or personal development, or development of the trader, if you want to call it like that. So guys, if you have any questions, let me know, and until then, I wish you all the best. Okay, so if it's your first time here, if you're not subscribed to Fortune Traders channel, you're very welcome to subscribe, because we post each week. Okay, we post each week a weekly analysis. So that's it, guys, and I wish you all the best. Take care. Bye bye.